Catherine Ritchie has got an amazing story.
Well, one minute I was just standing there and looking at my bus ticket, making sure it hadn't expired. And that's the last thing I remember, because at that moment, a drunk driver sped down the road and drove into the bus stop and hit my sister and me, and then drove off. And my sister died immediately, and I almost died. I went through a ton of physical issues. I could go on and on about those.
1999, I had a hysterectomy.
My medical journey actually started as a young girl. I had horrible menstrual cycles. They were really long and heavy and painful.
I was not feeling well. I had no energy. I was awake in the middle of the night, but I could hardly move. By evening, I was losing weight, which everyone said, "Oh, that's so wonderful. It's so great that you're skinny." But if you've ever struggled with losing weight, it's not a good thing.
No sooner did I have the hysterectomy that I started to have another set of problems. My energy level was changing. I felt I was gaining weight. I just felt like something was wrong, something was shifting.
I had a hard time getting pregnant, and actually managed to finally, after many doctor appointments and many tests, managed to get pregnant 3 times. And 2 ended in miscarriages, and 1 ended as an early termination at 5 months.
So I went all over the place. I went to Georgetown Hospital. I went to all kinds of doctors. I stopped counting at 50.
So when I went back to my family doctor to talk to him about the depressive symptoms, he said, well, it's a part of the response that the body has after you've had a major surgery.
And then when I got into my early 20s, I went to a doctor because of my horrible cycles and said, "Is there anything you can do for me?" And they basically told me that I was a woman and that was just normal and just to deal with it.
And I went to Mayo Clinic because at that point, doctors were saying I would never have children. I was in menopause. I hadn't had a period for ages. I was still in my 20s. And the doctors just kept saying, well, take estrogen, or, oh, I think you have a psychological problem.
Over time, though, I just started getting more and more fatigued. I had headaches. They were turning into migraines. I was still dealing with terrible cycles and so forth.
My dad had told me about Hotze. He had seen it in an airline magazine. And I said,
We found the Hotze Center really by divine intervention. I overheard a lady at my daughter's school talk about very similar symptoms and what she did for her depression. And so I got the name of the doctor. In this case, it'd be Dr. Hotze.
My friend said, "What is going on with you?" So I explained my symptoms, and she, praise God, had gone to the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, and she said, "You need to go."
and it was a totally different experience, as you've already heard. I've gained 20 pounds back. I sleep great. I didn't just become pregnant one time. I don't know if you can see this picture. I have 3 children.
I was amazed at how wonderful they are, how they treated you, that they gave you undivided attention, how they treated you, how they really cared about what you were going through and really wanted to provide answers and hope so that you could be yourself again.
I wish I'd kept notes, because I remember there was a time, maybe 5-6 months after I'd come and started on a program, sitting in the kitchen with my husband, and I said, "I feel better today than I have ever felt my entire life."